Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? Right now I'm sitting here relaxing at this beautiful resort. It's so peaceful and quiet. Such a perfect moment just to reflect and think. The sun is out, there's a calm breeze, and most of the guests have already checked out, so it's extra tranquil today. But later this afternoon, a new group will be arriving and the whole place will be buzzing again. So while I'm sitting here enjoying the stillness, I started thinking about what could I talk about today. Then I came across this story that really struck a chord with me, and I decided that I wanted to share it with you. But before we dive in today, how are you and how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well and that you're finding a little peace wherever you are today. Do all long-distance relationships that leads to marriage in Jamaica end in disaster? Have you experienced a successful encounter, or do you know someone who has? I asked this today because I've heard of far too many stories on the ground and in the news where foreign women seeking love end up in facing heartbreak and financial ruin, emotional trauma, and in some tragic cases, even losing their lives. This isn't just happening in Jamaica, it's a growing concern in parts of Africa as well, where foreign women searching for love find themselves trapped in a dangerous situation. Today, I want to share such one story, a troubling reminder of how some of these relationships can take a dark and devastating turn. This is just one of those never-ending stories, and let's talk about it today. So, picture this, a woman from the US in her late 50s living the quiet life after her husband passed away. She's ready to experience the next chapter. Now, here comes this Jamaican guy in his 40s, a taxi driver from Jamaica, who slides in on her DM on Facebook. Now, she wasn't new to relationship, but there was something about him that made her take the leap. They started talking, the connection grew, and it's like a fairy tale. After months of chatting, she gets a little bit more serious. Then talks turn to maybe I'll move back to Jamaica. And soon enough, that's exactly what she planned to do. Now, I know you're thinking she is getting swept up in romance and this happens to the best of us. But the difference here, she just didn't fall for him emotionally. She invested over $70,000 went into this man's life. I'm talking about building a mansion in Jamaica, buying him a brand new car, and replacing his old taxi. She went all in. It's wild, right? But when you're in love, you believe in the dream. She thought this was her future. Eventually, the couple tied the knot. And this is where it gets even more interesting. She had a wedding, but her family wasn't there. Why? Because she didn't trust the situation. They had a feeling that something wasn't quite right, but she brushed it off. And how many of us do this? We see these red flags, yet we still go ahead. It's so important to listen to your inner voice. She was in love. She wanted to build a life with him, and that's exactly what she did. At first, everything seemed perfect. They were living together in Jamaica, and she was thinking it's all good, but soon enough, the cracks started to show. This man, he started picking at everything she did, how she cooks, when she cooks, how she used salt. Nothing, suddenly, was ever good for him. She feels the shift, but she pushes through. After all, they're married, right? So he's supposed to be her partner. Then one day out of nowhere, he tells her he's falling out of love and he wants a divorce. Just like that. After everything she'd done for him, the money, the house, the car, he was now telling her it's over. No warning, no real explanation, just a cold bombshell dropped on her. It's like everything they'd built together came tumbling down in a moment. So here's another important point. Not only did she lose her husband, but she was also drained financially. After the divorce talk, he made it clear that he wanted nothing else to do with her. The mansion gone, the car gone, the savings gone. She had nothing left. And to make it worse, she was still legally married to him. So if anything happened to her, guess what? He would inherit all that she had worked for. But that's not all. The stress of everything, losing her home and losing her sense of security, took a massive toll on her health. She had a stroke, as if things couldn't get any worse. This was like a curse. This woman who thought she was going to live out her golden years in Jamaica was left physically and emotionally shattered. What's even more painful is that she had cut off from her family for his benefit. When things went south, she had no one to turn to. Her own people weren't in her corner because she had pushed them away, thinking they wouldn't understand. Now she's back in the US with nothing, no money, no home, no man, just an empty shell of what she thought was her future. So guys, listen to this story. It's a stark reminder of how easy it is to get caught up in the fantasy of love because you're in an environment where sand, sea and sun is plentiful. A lot of people tend to lose their mind. So you got to be careful, especially when we're dealing with people who may not have our best interests at heart and people who are not financially solvent. A lot of these people will have agendas. Online relationships can be tricky, and sometimes people see you as a way to get what they want. So if anything, let this story be a lesson. Don't rush into things. Take time. Trust your instincts. Listen to the red flags that you see in front of you. Don't ignore them. And don't ever invest more than you're willing to lose. So guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. If you found this story insightful, give it a like, share it with someone who might need to hear it, someone who you probably saved from going into a relationship like the one above, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on some more real talk. So until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and take care of yourselves. One love.